Hey guys, so I'm going to go over your charity public service announcement that the PSA up here stands for. Your little mini project. Remember, I told you I don't even really want to call it that. I don't want you stressed. You have all the way until February 3rd to complete this. And we are going to go step by step. So let me just, this is a template, but just know you do not have to do a Google slide. Remember, I told you you have the option to be a little more creative. So if you want to do something like a prezi or a podcast, a Google drawing, an essay, or even where a video where you acted out a Twitter feed. You can be as creative with this as you want. Just talk to me to get it approved. If you don't want to do the slides, okay? So as long as the same information is being presented, it does not matter how you get it out there, as long as you're getting the information out there. Okay, so slide one, you're going to put the title of your chosen charity or your nonprofit here, and then you're going to type out your thesis statement. Slide two will be the first point to be argued. So this will be some type of information that you gathered, hopefully from the charity or the nonprofit's website. Then you're going to list some evidence as well, and you'll be doing that in MLA format. I'll show you in just a second an example. So slide two will be either if you continue to use the same website, some more information, but a second point to be argued, or it'll be the second website with a second point to be argued and some evidence from the website. Then you're going to have a counterclaim. We will talk more about this in detail in a couple of days, but this is where you state the possible opposing viewpoint and then attack it to show that yours is stronger and theirs is incorrect, and then you'll have a works cited slide. So an example of a completed one would look something like this. Notice the first thing that it does have color. It's not just black and white and boring. I threw some pictures on there. So the title of my charity was Alliance for a Healthier Generation. My thesis statement is the Alliance for a Healthier Generation uses its resources to bring awareness to and advocate for a healthier future for our nation's people. Okay, so their entire goal is to get information out there into schools, to health teachers, and to students, to let them know the difference between being healthy and unhealthy, and to let them know also that um, obesity is a big problem in our generation. Okay, so first point I want to make is the Alliance for Healthier Generations publicizes health information for students, nation. Sorry, students. Okay, so right here, I'm going to put my evidence that helps me support that fact. Okay, so on their website, you can find all of that information. That information is then shared with teachers and in health books across the US. I put some facts. Notice here that this is MLA. You have the author's last name after the direct quote. And this is actually came from a book, so it's a page number. You guys can put the paragraph number if you're going off a website. And then close parentheses and the period is on the outside, okay? Make sure you follow that same format when you're citing your information. If you don't have an author, you put the name of the website, okay? So this one right here is obesity. That's because there was no author mentioned. So my point on slide 3 is that the Alliance for a Healthier Generation helps to bring awareness of the connection between obesity and mental health. So then I just explained how they do that. I also gave some more evidence as well, okay? So we'll talk more about the MLA part of it later. It's another little picture for you to look at. Then the counterclaim. Some may feel that the Alliance for a Healthier Generation is one of many foundations that is trying to take choice away from our youth by eliminating unhealthy eating choices in school. So one of their goals is to make sure that in schools we don't have fast food. Okay, so I kind of attacked that. And I said, if you read this, I'm not going to read it to you, you can read it yourself, that the reason that they're wrong is because basically youth does not have the ability to control themselves, and you will not be able to resist the smell of fast food if it was in your school every single day, which would contribute to weight issues, etc. Okay? And so then the last slide is your works cited. And like I said, we'll talk more about this later. I had 3, but you guys are responsible. If you used one website and you talked to me about it, 1 to 2. Okay, you don't need to have 3. The other thing I want you to notice is that I also posted your rubric, okay? So this is what we call a 3-point rubric. These are the 3 points you have to meet, okay? So here's the TEAK. A clear claim communicates purpose and relevant support meets audience expectations. So you have a clear thesis, and then your support is in depth. It's thorough, okay? So in order to get 45 to 50 points, you have to go above and beyond that TEAK, okay? So I'm talking about good, strong evidence. Everything is in the correct format, and you're arguing those points, and they're separate from each other, and they're very, very strong. Okay. In order to get mastery, it says the student effectively uses argumentation, genre characteristics to create a project with an arguable claim and two pieces of relevant supporting evidence. The next teak is an effective plan and authentic interest in the topic. So basically, I can tell your voice is strong throughout. You agree or disagree with this nonprofit or this charity, and it shows. Okay. And then the last teak is using the mode of delivery. So whether or not you decide to do a PowerPoint, a blog, pamphlet, Prezi, whatever you decide, you are getting that point across effectively. Okay. So it says both audience and purpose are are reflected in your delivery and your grammar as well. So make sure that you refine it. You go back and you make sure there are no red little squiggly lines, none of that stuff. Okay. If you have any questions, please stay and ask. And like I said, this is not due until February 3rd. We will talk more about it tomorrow and next week as well.